Okay, coming to today's fixture, we had to take into consideration our loss against Cape Town Spurs on Friday night, and they closed the gap down to 5 points between us and them. And we spoke about increasing the gap today back to 8 points. And the main objective of today's game being a home fixture, we wanted the 3 points on offer. And well, if I can go deeper into match tactics and the match approach, more especially in the second half, we had to take the game to the opponents and invest numbers into the final third and become more offensive in our attacking patterns of play. And it paid the dividends at the end of the night. But having said that, we are grounded. We are not naive to believe that we have saved the team. It's still a long way to go. This battle, this fight will go down to the last minute of the season. So we understand that. We understand the maths that's involved. We understand the dynamics that come into play to save the club. And we're taking a game at a time. We're taking a game at a time, like how we came into AmaZulu game. It was just a hiccup against Cape Town Spurs. We felt we could have at least taken a point against Cape Town Spurs. So it was a disappointment for us. But it shows the type of group that we have. We got players with heart, character. They fight for the badge of Figareido FC. And if you look at the age of the team, it's a very young squad. We've got players from the DDC League game. Like today, must have been about 5 players, or 6 ended up the game from our DDC team. So it's a process, it's a blueprint of the club that we knew that it's not going to be easy. It's not something that we didn't know. We know that our team requires more coaching than other teams in the league. But the players will grow. The players will grow. We must give them the opportunity, we give them the chance to feel these pressure moments. And they will grow from it. So they have shown in terms of technical ability, tactical application, that they are capable of playing at this level. And if you look in these games towards the end of the season, the last 5 games, it's more about the psychological aspect. Making the boys believe that they can make it, making the boys trust in themselves, trust in their abilities, and know that they can go head to head with any opponent in the league. We showed it against Kaizer Chiefs 2 weeks back, that we came up with the result as well. And today against AmaZulu, a very strong AmaZulu. This AmaZulu team here, it's a very powerful team. If you look at the players' profiles that we came across today, you've got Veli Motwa, you've got a Bafana goalkeeper, you've got Uester, ex-Pirates player, as a fullback. You've got Hanamoba, international, Namibia international, as a left back. You've got a central pairing of Phillies and Rapashlela coming from Kaizer Chiefs and coming from Cape Town City. So, and in the middle of the park, you've got Ben Matswari, who's an ex-Pirates player, and then you've got Mulenga, another international, and then on the top you've got Quem, you've got Let's Swallow. So they had lots of ammunition coming into today's game. But for us, it was all about nullifying the threats, knowing them, choose our moments in the offensive play of the game, and we paid dividends because we analyzed them thoroughly in the past 2 days. We knew exactly how they're going to come. We knew that they're going to be attacking with their fullbacks, and we know the side plays are going to be inverted. We knew that they're going to overload central areas. We knew that they're going to have extra numbers. They're going to have the ball more in central areas. We knew that they are stubborn on build-up play. They will persistently try to build up from the back. Therefore, in the second half, we had to change tactics and press them higher up the field. So our line of confrontation had to change going into the second half. And our tactical application worked on the day of the game. It managed to get us the 3 points. So that, in a nutshell, is a summary.
Let's take questions.
Yeah, Coach, the impact made by Figareido, how key was that impact? I mean, after he came and scored a goal, everyone was just up, and then it was inevitable that the goal gonna come, a winner, and who else? Barnes has been absolutely outstanding for the club the whole season.
Look, like Figareido, in training he has been doing very, very well. we just continued to go with Kuda because Kuda also scored a goal in the previous game, so we didn't want to change too much and tinker too much with the starting 11. And we knew that Figareido is going to come into the game and be a game changer, because in terms of holding up the ball, in terms of final third entries, in terms of delaying play in the final third, with a little bit more football intelligence in the final third, he gave us that, because we felt that in the first half we were losing a lot of ball in the offensive third of the field. So our top men were not owning the ball and keeping the ball long enough for us for the support play to come in. So it was a tactical change and it paid dividends at the end of the game. Going to Barnes, we know he's a stellar performer week in and week out. He brings his A game to the party, and it was just a matter of time before he gets back onto the score sheet. So it was well expected.
Thank you. And
Hi Coach, congratulations on the win today. Just wanted to find out in terms of how did you guys get to motivate the boys, their psyche coming from the loss against Cape Town Spurs? You know, a lot of people would have said that Richards Bay are probably, you know, down and out in terms of confidence coming into another tough game against AmaZulu. So what was the chat with the boys coming into this one?
Look, we went back, right, and we went back and looked at our game against Sundowns first. So we were doing backward analysis. Against Sundowns, we lost the game in the 95th minute. Sundowns scored. We lost the game 1-0. We played an excellent game there in terms of team shape, structure, organization, in terms of choosing the right moments of offensive play. We were spot on the game, but just a lapse of concentration in that game, we ended up conceding late and we lost the game. Then we went into the game against Swallows. We went into Swallows confident that we could do it, and we got the result. Then after we went into the game against Chiefs, we were going backwards now, and we won against Chiefs. And then the last game against Cape Town Spurs was a hiccup. So we went back and then we said to the boys, you know, in terms of psychological preparation, we have done very, very well. At this stage of the season, for a team to win 2 games in a row, it's very, very hard at this stage of the season. We know from experience, it's hard to get 2 wins on a trot. And then we went to Cape Town, we lost the game in the 86th minute, they scored a goal. So it was not due to bad performances. If we look carefully into the way the group has been playing and displaying, it was highly commendable performances in the last 4 fixtures. So we went back and we kept on working with their mindsets, making them believe, making them see the truth, making them see the figures, making them look at the replays and see that, yeah, we are very much capable of coming into today's fixture and getting the win. And they bought into the concept. They bought into the concept and they saw that it's highly possible to come into today's game. And worst of all, we went 1-0 down in the first half. And it requires players with character, with personality, to come back and win these type of fixtures. And they did it, it was a commendable effort by the group. So there is belief in the squad. We've got a few experienced players, but majority youngsters. But they got the heart, the belief, they got the capabilities of making it in this league and saving the team.
What's going to be the main factor, for main factor in continuing or taking this performance to your upcoming games as you're trying to distance yourself from that relegation zone?
I think, you know, it's more about consistency. If you look at the starting of the season and the way the team performed, there was a problem with consistency. So we're stressing in terms of being consistent week in and week out, to bring in the same performances week in and week out. So that's a key factor. And to go deeper, you know, these results, you don't just come like this. It's about match preparation. You've got to prepare the group. You've got to prepare them adequately to come and compete on the day of the game. So preparations need to be spot on. We need to put on the hard work on the training field and then replicate the effort on the day of the game. So that's a recipe for success.
Coach, are you confident you're going to overtake Swallows? 3 points now, on 26 on 23. Are you confident you may overtake now, because you made mention of Sundowns, you lost late, Cape Town you lost late, and then you beat Current City and you win today. You know, there's a little bit of element of growth in the club right now. You're confident you can keep this going and overtake them, because they look like they're struggling even to get the wins now in Swallows.
We didn't think so far ahead. I must be very, very honest and straight. We didn't think so far ahead. We were thinking about opening up a gap against Cape Town Spurs. We said that the 15th position, we will take it and we'll try to go into the playoffs. But look, if we get few more good results and the opportunity presents itself, why not? So we'll have to start thinking in that way going forward. But coming into today's fixture, we didn't factor that into our thinking. Our thinking was to open up the gap between us and Cape Town Spurs.
Thank you, Coach.
Coach, just to listen to the supporters of Richards Bay, you've always here on weekdays and also when you're playing on the weekends, just a message.
You know, the supporters of Richards Bay, they have been exemplary this season. They are the 12th, the 13th, the 14th men there on the field. You know, I see other big clubs when the teams lose, the stands are empty. They don't even come and support them. These supporters, they've got so much heart, belief, and courage in the team that they are coming all the way from Umshla Tuze in bus loads just to support the team and help us to try and save the status this season. So big thumbs up for them. It's hard to get supporters who support you from the heart, and when you are down there, they still want to pick you up, because we know the South African football supporters. When you are winning, they are in thousands at the stadium, but when you are losing, they desert you during this time. And we need them during this moment, and they are there for us, and they are helping us to bring in the points week in and week out.
Surprised to see you back, Coach. I mean, you parted ways with the club, and then you see in a couple of days ago.
No.
What was I thinking?
I think